Hey guys, welcome to reading. We are going to start our new reading story today, okay? We got finished with our other stories yesterday, so we're going to start our new story and vocabulary words and everything today. So, our story this week is a non-fiction story, or both of the stories we're going to look at this week are non-fiction. Do you guys remember what non-fiction means? Good. Non-fiction, right here, yeah. Non-fiction means they're true. So the stories we read are going to be true. They're going to be about real things. And both of the stories are going to be about the earth and how it changes. That's why it says the earth is ever changing. Because there are ways and things that can cause the earth to change. And that's what we're going to be looking at in our stories today. So, the earth has features. And these features could be made of water or land. And when I mean features, it's like the earth can have things on it. Like they can have, oh look, mountains and lakes, right? Trees are features. So the earth can have these things. Oh yeah, they can have, trees, sand, more water, the ocean probably. These are features of the earth, things that the earth has. Oh, there's, rivers, and more trees, hills. Those would be some more features. All right, so what could change some of those features that we talked about, like the mountains and the rivers and the trees and the hills? What could change those things? Is there anything that could maybe make a mountain fall down? Or could destroy a tree? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a big storm. It kind of looks like a hurricane. And a hurricane is a really big storm, isn't it? And look how the wind is doing it. Oh, there's a different kind of storm, like a snowstorm or an ice storm that we might be having. Yeah, we've just had some of those. Look how it knocked that tree down. What kind of storm is that? A tornado, yeah. Can you think of how tornadoes could change the Earth's features? Definitely. Oh, what kind of feature is that? Or what kind of thing is that? A volcano, very good. And volcanoes could definitely change the Earth's features, couldn't it? Definitely, yeah. Oh, and that's a flood. Yeah, when we have a lot of rain, you might have a flood. And think about all of these. We can have storms or volcanoes or floods that could be caused by a storm. All of these can change the earth, couldn't they? Yeah, they can tear down trees. They can take away some of the land. They could take away some of the mountains if it was strong enough. So yeah, these are all ways that the earth could be changed. And both of our stories this week are going to be about things that change the earth. Yes, both of our stories will be about things that change the earth. This first story I'm going to read you is in your little reading book, your Unit 4 Wonders book. It's in the little one. And it's called Into the Sea. And it's on page 36. Page 36. Into the Sea. And this talks about how things that can change the earth, just like we read, or just like we were talking about on our thing, the storms and the wind and the rain and the water, the volcanoes, lava, those things can change the earth. So we're going to read a little bit about it today. So I'm going to read this one to you. Into the Sea. What is erosion? Erosion. Have you ever made a sandcastle at the beach? It doesn't have to be the beach, though. Have you ever made a sandcastle in your sandbox or at the lake or anywhere? You must pick a good spot for it. If it's too close to the water, waves will quickly wash it away. Ocean waves and wind can also wash away land. They can change the shape of an island, which is land circled by water. When wind and water change the shape, it is called erosion. Waves are the biggest cause of erosion at the beach. Ocean waves are always active and moving onto the shore. If you've ever been to the beach, you notice the waves don't ever stop, do they? No, they just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. Waves are always active. Strong waves are one of the properties of big storms. These waves explode as they crash onto the beach, and storm waves can move a lot of sand quickly. So yeah, there's a sandcastle, and you can see the wave knocking it down and carrying away some of the sand, right? Because that's what waves do. Erosion of beaches. Some people build houses near the ocean. I'd like to live near the ocean. Wouldn't it be nice to have a house by the ocean? Waves take away the sand between the houses and the sea. As the beach disappears, the water gets closer to the houses and other solid buildings on the beach. Some buildings can even be washed away. So, look at that picture there that they showed you. This is what the beach normally looks like. But after erosion happens, where the water washes away the sand, now that's what it looks like. Yeah, because waves can definitely take away. When they wash up, they drag some of the sand back with them. Erosion also happens on steep, rocky cliffs or sharp slopes. First, waves smash into the bottom of the cliffs, and then they carry away tiny pieces of rock. Over time, many small pieces of rock wash away from the bottom of the cliff, and this makes the top of the cliff weak, and the cliff can crumble and fall into the sea. Stopping erosion, because that does sound like it's a bad thing where the water washes away all the sand and the land. Wouldn't you want to stop that so that it doesn't happen? Yeah, so stopping erosion is our next part. Some local communities work to stop erosion to nearby beaches. These towns have built seawalls of large boulders or rocks. You see the wall. The rocks are placed in a row in the sea, and when waves hit the sea or hit the sea wall, they slow down, and then the waves can't pull the sand away. Some towns make rules about building on the beach. New buildings must be far from the water, and then they won't wash away like a sandcastle. So good. All right, and that is our story, Into the Sea. And it talked about how the water and sometimes even the wind can erode the land and change it. Our next story that we read in a few days is going to be about volcanoes and how volcanoes can change the land. And I know that'll be interesting to you guys. And I know you all are probably already thinking of ways that it can change the land. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, and we're going to look at your vocabulary words next. I bet you realized all those vocabulary words that are in the story. They're those yellow words. They're also going to be in your volcano story that we read later on in a few days. So I'll see you in just a minute so that we can look at these vocabulary words. Bye, guys.